Hello everyone, this is the Drunkinator here, and I am going to be starting something new. It's gonna be kind of like cry reads, but drunk reads, because, yeah. So, just tell me how you guys like that, because I might be continuing it, I don't know. I might, just cut it after this one episode. This is kind of gonna be like, what can I do? Like, editing-wise, because you guys have been like offering this amazing feedback. It just makes me feel more proud of myself for what I'm doing, like with my edits, because I thought they were so like dumb and I wasn't really proud of them, and then they're like, oh hey, it's really good. I'm just so happy. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna be doing like I'm gonna be reading creepypastas maybe, or like just random scary stories, and I'm going to be like doing kind of like what Cry does, but not as good because I suck. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting off like immediately. I'm not gonna do an intro or anything other than this, so yeah, I guess I'll see you in just a few seconds. When I was a child, my family moved to a big old 2-floor house with big empty rooms and creaking floorboards. Both my parents worked, so I was often alone when I came home from school. One early evening when I came home from the house, it was still dark. I called out, "Mum," and her sing-song voice said, "Yes." From upstairs, I called her again as I climbed the stairs to see which room she was in, and again got the same "Yes" reply. We were decorating at the time, and I didn't know my way around the maze of rooms, but she was in one of the far ones, right down the hall. I felt uneasy, but I figured it was only natural, so I rushed forward to see my mum, knowing that her presence would calm my fears, as my mother's presence always does. Just as I reached for the handle of the door to let myself in the room, I heard the front door downstairs open and my mother call, "Sweetie, are you home?" in a cheery voice. I jumped back, startled, and ran down the stairs to her, but as I glanced at the top of the stairs, the door to the room slowly opened a crack. For a brief moment, I saw something strange in there, and I don't know what it was, but it was staring at me. I checked into a small hotel a few kilometers from Kiev. It's late, I'm tired. I tell a woman at the desk I want a room. She tells me the room number and gives me the key. But one more thing, comrade, there's one room without a number and it's always locked. Don't even peek in there. I take the key and go to the room to sleep. Night comes and I hear a trickling of water. It comes from the rooms. I cannot sleep, so I open the door. It's coming from the room with no number. I pound on the door, no response. I look in the keyhole, I see nothing except red. Water still trickling, I go down to the front desk to complain. By the way, who's in that room? She looks at me and begins to tell the story. There's a woman in there, murdered by her husband. Skin all white, except her eyes, which were red. This is me. I'm here. I'm shifting the words that you're reading, alter them for whatever this person wrote. I've been here for a while, for as long as you can remember, anyway. Sometimes I say your name as you're falling asleep, or whisper urgently in your ear. Do you remember that time that I screamed, throwing panic through you and setting your heart racing? That was fun. You're wondering who I am. That's only natural. Of course, you already know. I'm you. I'm the real you. I'm the mind that existed here before you stole my body, before you forgot about being a parasite. I'm the only child who looked the wrong way, asked the wrong question, saw the wrong thing. But I'm not so little anymore. You may have forgotten me, but I'm still here. I've always been here. I'm going to get out. My wife was shaking me quietly. I looked around the cabin. The girls must have gone to bed. The fire had burned down to embers. My glass of scotch was still in my hand. Something's tapping on the porch. Then I heard it too. I grabbed my axe and lit the lantern. I opened the door expecting a raccoon or a skunk, but instead found a boy of about 10 years old. He stared at me petrified for a moment, then bolted down the path through the woods. I gave chase. He was losing me, but I heard him tumble to the ground. I leapt on top of him in rage. "Why are you knocking on my porch?" I screamed. "My uncles told me to," he stammered. I was no longer angry, but confused. "But why?" I asked. "To get you out of the cabin. Any day now, she'll say her first words." My wife and I have been playfully betting on what she'll say first, Mama or Daddy. I can hear my wife crooning over and over while she feeds her mama's little girl. Mama loves you so much. Sometimes she's not even subtle about it. Say mama, come on, mama. I don't mind it though. I still believe I'll win. When we first brought her home, she would scream and cry, and nothing my wife could say would calm her down. But I knew just how to hold her to help her fall asleep. Our daughter was a daddy's girl. My wife needed all the handicaps she could get. I set our daughter in the chair, and my wife and I began babbling like chickens. Mama, daddy, say mama. Who's daddy's baby? I pulled the gag out from our little girl's mouth. Please, what do you want from me? Please let me go. My wife's smile follows from her face. With a heavy heart, I put the gag back in as the girl starts to scream. I take her to the room, locking her in and shutting the lights out. When I return, I find my wife crying. It's okay, honey, I tell her. The next one will be better. I promise. Okay, so tell me what you guys think down below. This is literally just like a test to see if you guys would actually like this. I'm sorry that it's so short. But yeah, I just wanted to know if you guys would want me to continue this, or, you know, what I can do to improve it if you do want me to continue it. Anyway, but I'm probably not going to do an intro or an outro in the other ones, so tell me if you guys are okay with that. Like, what should I do? Anyway, so this is the Junkinator signing off, and bye guys, I guess.